See of that. Let me try. Okay, creamy. I also got from her line, she sent it, and this is not my first time trying this. It is one of her newer conditioners, but I had already pretty much finished another bottle of it, so I ordered 2 more. So that kind of already tells you what I'm going to think of it for my review. But there are certain things that you should know, so I'll talk about that in the review, and you'll see if it's the one that you may want to try. But it's her pomegranate curl quenching conditioner, and I got the 16-ounce bottle. The other stuff that I got from her company, no need to show because I've shown them in previous videos, like the banana conditioner, that kind of, you know, standard stuff that I like from her. Okay, Oyin Handmade. I know I showed back in the day a video and I was supposed to review this, and I have yet to review it. I have another smaller size of this that I had been going through also, but I was supposed to review this burnt sugar pomade and I didn't get around to it yet, but that review is coming up very soon. And Splinter24 did a nice review on it as well, if I recall, but I'm pretty sure she did. But they had a limited edition sugar berry pomade, which is identical in terms of the ingredient list to the burnt sugar pomade. It's a limited edition one that they were giving out because it smell, or not giving out but selling, that it smells just like juices and berries. So if you like their juices and berries product, that's what this smells like. Even though the ingredient list is identical, as I open both lids, maybe you can see the difference. Even in terms of appearance, can you see that this one looks like it's more translucent, whereas this one looks more opaque, right? Can you tell? Maybe not. But also the second difference that I noticed is, and maybe it's because of the fragrance they had to use, maybe it just mixed up in a different way and made this one appear in a slightly different way than the original, which is the one that smells like maple brown sugar pretty much. So this one kind of looks more like a shea butter look to it, and this one is more like a grease look. But really, when you put them on, let me show you. Maybe I'll do the review right now. So this is the sugar berry pomade. All right, so I took some out, put it on my hand. See how it's like a grease, a nice shiny grease that you can use over your moisturizer. That juices and berry scent smells so good. And this one is the other one. This one is the one that smells like maple brown sugar or pancake syrup. And the reason I was interested in getting the juices and berries one, but see how it breaks down to the same kind of look. To me, I think though and again, because these are handmade products, there may be some slight variation, but this one felt a little bit heavier in terms of the texture than the berry one. To me, it felt a little heavier than the berry one. Also, the second difference is, and I don't know if this will translate on camera, but this burnt sugar one, the one that smells like maple syrup or pancake syrup, it has these, like, it's trying to come into focus, like these fine grains. Now, as soon as you mush your fingers together, it breaks. Maybe you can see it a little bit, like these little balls. As soon as you put your, see, you can see it like these, right? So as soon as you put your fingers together, really, they break down. It turns into like an oil. It's done, right? So it's not something that's going to like make your hair look like you haven't washed it in days. Nothing like that. It breaks right on down. No problemo, right? But the other formula, I'm just getting it because it dropped. The other formula does not have that problem. No grains at all in it. It's just a nice, what a mess. It's just a nice, clean feel. No little bumpy things. It's just totally different in terms of the feel because you don't have those little bumps. But again, I feel this one feels a wee bit heavier, but it's something you could use just as a grease to shine up your head, shine up your hair. Put it on your scalp if you like to. I'm not a person who puts things on her scalp, but you know, if you want to, you certainly could. Let's check out the ingredients list. Sorry, I have way too much junk right here. The ingredients list, again, I can show you on this jar, but it's really the same for both jars. As you can see, castor oil, soy wax, organic virgin coconut oil, mango seed oil, olive oil, unrefined hemp seed oil, cocoa butter, broccoli seed oil, fragrance, and love. And it's identical list for, again, for both jars. And you can get this in 2 sizes. You can certainly get the sample size for this one. The Juices and Berries one, because it was limited edition, it only came in this size for $10. This one actually, oh, I got 2. I knew I remembered I got more than one of these. I gave to my sister. Anyhow, so this costs $10 for, how many ounces is this? I want to say it's a 4-ounce container, because it's almost identical in size to this container, and this one costs $10 as well. So this is the burnt sugar pomade and the limited edition, which I think they're not selling anymore at this moment, the sugar berry pomade. The only reason I'm kind of showing this, especially if they're not selling it at this moment, is because you may see it come up again, and if you do, that's my review on it. And this is kind of what I think of the burnt sugar one. If you moisturize your hair and then put this over the moisturizer, I think it helps to seal in the moisture longer. You could also use it on your own, on its own rather, and that's fine too. That would be more like a greasy feel, not a greasy feel, like you're putting some type of grease on your hair. It feels like normal grease to me, but I like it because it gives me the shine. And if I put it on top of a moisturizer, that's when I feel like it's really holding in that moisture for me. So I do like that. On its own, let's say my hair is in a crunchy state and it's just not, it's not feeling good. It's feeling like maybe frizzy or not. Yeah, frizzy. I don't think this is a product that when I put it on my like frizzy hair, I don't think it smooths it out. It could weigh it down, but the crinkliness is still there. You know, like if you roll your hair with a roller and maybe it's taken on the, maybe you roll your hair wet and it's taken on the form of the roller and it kind of has those like bumps in the road. This is not a thing that could smooth that out, is what I'm trying to say. Whereas a moisturizer, maybe more a creamy moisturizer, may be able to smooth the structure of your hair down and, you know, then dry, and it won't have that crinkliness. This is not that. This will still be crinkly, but it'll be a shiny crinkle. And if you put it on too small a section of hair, it can definitely, you know, weigh it down depending on the amount that you use. So that's kind of my quick review of this. If there's anything else that you want to know about it, yeah, I don't really fancy having my hair, even though I'm a person who loves scents and all those things, but having it smell like pancake syrup kind of wasn't my move. But I did use this a lot when it was very cold outside, because I thought it did a nice job of keeping my moisturizer intact. Like I would put on my moisturizer first, then kind of cover it or almost seal it. And I'm not a person who does that whole sealing business, but it did make the softness and the feeling of being moisturized last much longer than it normally would have, because it was on top of it. It was like holding it in. So I did appreciate that, especially during those colder months that we had a while back. And I definitely plan on, I'll probably be able to zip through this this coming winter, as it's already starting to get cold in New York. Well, not cold, but it's pretty windy and breezy today. Also, this sugar berry one, yeah, it pretty much works the same way, even though it doesn't have those like little grains in it. That's really the only, in the color of the product itself is a little different, but that's really the only difference. So what I've said about this one really applies to this one, except the sugar berry one smells delicious. It's outstanding. Right? And it's described as a pomade, but I kind of feel like it's more than a pomade, but I like it. So it's like a nice hair grease. There are other things, but this video is too long, so I will talk to you. Oh, before I go, okay, I'm sorry, I do have to show you this though. From the company that I told you about, where it says shh, you know, it's a body polish. It's from the Soap and Glory company. So it says, shh, now he'll never have to know that all this time you've been flaking it. Fresh. But anyway, Flake Away. This is their body scrub. Let me just open this so you can see. It's a creamy one. As you can see, it's kind of sliding. Right, so I'll review that if anyone cares to see anything about a body scrub. Maybe not, but you know, we'll see. And then hair. One last hair thing I'm going to show you before I go. I picked up some other things from my honey child too, but it's the normal stuff that I normally get from her. The Freesia strawberry hair shampoo, but you guys are used to seeing this. This is from a company called Alter Ego. And my sister and I used to use this back in the day, and then we stopped for whatever, well, because we're both product junkies and we got sidetracked and ended up using different things. But this particular thing from the Alter Ego line, and this is a product made in Italy, but you can find it in a lot of beauty supply stores. I'm just trying to show you the box. Looks like this, Alter Ego Italy, right? So you're supposed to put this little thing, it has an eyedropper. You put it in your hair, like on your scalp, and it's supposed to make your scalp nourished, and it's supposed to make your new hair that comes in, you know, much stronger and everything. So you just kind of use this eyedropper and release the liquid onto your scalp and kind of rub it in. So I'll probably use this for a consistent period of time, and then let you guys know what I think of that. There are some other things hanging around, but I'll have to show you that in another what's new. This, I just had to start with this one because I want to take this nail polish, which is now chipping off my nails. But I got from Sephora nail polish from this new company called Nails Inc. London, and this one is called Special Effects. I have it right here on my thumb. $10 it cost me, and look at this. I guess this is a review of sorts, I suppose. Staying power, yes, it stays on. I've had this on maybe 5 days because it's been 5 days since I've been meaning to show you this on my thumb. So anyway, wow, it says special effects, and somewhere on here, oh look, holographic glitter. And people, when I looked at some of the reviews, someone said, oh, this is not, I thought it was just going to be glitter polish. It's really not. It really is special. Okay, did I not apply it correctly? Because this is just regular glitter to me. The only difference is that it's not all silver glitter. It has, as you can probably see, some different colors in there, but it's doing nothing special for me. And in fact, I had this nail polish color on right here, which is a new one that I got because I wanted to get kind of a darkish kind of red for the fall. And this one is called Poor, sorry, can you see that? Poor Little Rich Girl, L-I-L, not little. So Poor Little Rich Girl, and it's an Essie brand, as you can see here. So I had that on my nails for, gosh, probably 7 days, and then at some point, when this arrived from my Sephora online order, I put this on, and I was hoping that it would really, I don't know what I was expecting, but to me this just looks like regular glitter to me. If it looks like something special to you, let me know, but for me, just regular. So this is it right here. So yes, it applies well, stays on long, so that part is good, but I don't see anything special about it. It looks like regular glitter to me. I would say do not spend your $10, and they have the nerve to call it special effects. What special effect? I'm not getting that special effect. And the other thing that kind of annoyed me, maybe you can see it kind of, sort of, I don't know, it's been a long time since I've had this nail polish on, as I already mentioned, but the Essie on its own kind of had this own little type of sheen to it, and then when I put this glitter polish on top of this nail that already had the Essie, it like dulled it out. I would, in fact, and I didn't do it because I just wanted you to see how it would look naturally, but under normal circumstances I would have put a clear top coat over it just to give it a bit more of some shine, sheen, a little glitter, a little polish to it rather, because on its own it was just a dull glitter polish that happens to have some sparkles in it. So I wasn't impressed with that. I already showed you this one, Poor Little Rich Girl. That's what it looks like, kind of a dark red. I like that for the fall. And this one is from Butter London. This is the first butter polish I've ever purchased. I got it from Nordstrom. You can go to the website, or they also sell it in Saks Fifth Avenue, and I'm sure other stores as well. As you can see here, this one cost me $14, and the color is bluey. So that's that, and this is it on my nail right there, that pinky, right? So that's it. The sales clerk who was there talking to me about nail polish, she first of all loved working in that nail polish shop because she must have had on different colors on every fingernail. She said, I love working here because I get to test. But anyway, so she was really pushing the Deborah Lippmann polish on me, but I had never tried butter, so I was interested in trying that. Got it. She was saying, oh, it can be kind of a little clumpy sometimes, and I guess I know with a couple of applications, because I've worn this maybe 2-3 times since I purchased it, there were times when, and I'll show you, the cap comes off and this is how you open it, but there were a little times when it was like trying to like get a little thick on me. You just shake it, apply it, and everything was fine, and it stays on for days, and it's nice. What I really like, because this is definitely what I want to move towards with my nail polish, this is one of the 3 free nail lacquers, which means it's free of, look at that, toluene, formaldehyde, and no carcinogens in there, which is exactly what we want. Some other companies that also support this 3 free nail lacquer